here and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks. This video tutorial is part of the series of our Autumn CAL based on the characters in the books of Beatrix Potter. And today we have made it to the border. So in today's video we will be creating the front border, and in this week's second video we will be creating the back border. So let's get started. Make sure you follow the link in the description box below, which will take you to the written pattern on my blog, and you will also find the color table for the border right there. And here we are ready for the border. So yes, you have got a lot of ends hanging out. Doing this border will make it all worth it, I tell you now. So we are going to be starting with the front border. See, this is a border that I've created myself. I designed it to make sure that we didn't have to do a slip stitch round. But what we do have to do is make the boxes all around our blanket. So that is why the blanket ends in a boxes row. It started in a boxes row. We created a box at the end of each row and at the start of each row. Okay, so those are the boxes that we will be using now. And although this blanket doesn't really have a front or a back, I'm considering the first popcorns here as my front. That's the row that we're going to be having facing up. So let's get started with our light aqua. We're going to make a standing stitch, so that means we're going to make a slip knot. Insert your hook, and we're going to take a look at how to create the first round going around for our border. And I'm going to get started here so I can show you the corner straight away as well as this side as well. Okay, so what we are going to do is front post double crochets. So you yarn over, you go around the body of the stitch here, you bring up a loop, and you're going to do a double crochet. So that's yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, and yarn over, pull through two. And when you're doing this, I want you to be nice and tight with your yarn so that you don't create a wavy border. So what I tend to do is to do my stitch, then give it a little tug, then do a second one around that same post and give it a tug. And this is how you will continue all along your boxes row. Now, the last one that you do here is going to be this one here. So let's place our front post double crochets onto there and a tug. Then we do 2 chains for the corner. Then we turn our work. And this time we don't actually have the bodies of the double crochets lying this way to use, but here we actually have a chain, and these are going to represent the bodies of the stitches that we're going to go around. So you yarn over, you're going to go around the chain, and you do your double crochet. Give it a little tug and do the second one. Voila. And we move along to the next chain to work around, still keeping our yarn, our stitches quite tight. So make sure you don't do them too loose at all, because otherwise you will have a wavy border. Okay, so this is what it is looking like, and this is how you will continue all the way around your blanket, making sure you place 2 front post double crochets around your posts. Also make sure that your ends are all hanging behind where you are working. I will see you when you have done your whole round of front post double crochets. So here we are, I have made it all the way around, and oh my goodness, doesn't that look lovely like this? And certainly this little one, it really does frame it nicely. So here we go. So I have done the last 2 double crochets front posts around that post there, and then here I'm going to have to close the round. This one, standing stitch, closes up for me, so under the next V, and we're going to do a slip stitch there. Voila. So that's the end of our first round. So now we're going to do 3 more rounds, and we're going to do them in a particular color order. Now I would say feel free to change the order. I've just chosen a way to do it. I have kept the border quite simple because I don't want to add even more structure and embellishments on there, because of course we've already got so much going on in the blanket. So I'm going to get started with a standing stitch, so we make a slip knot. I'm going to get started over here. We're just going to be yarning over, picking up the 2 V's or the 2 strands, and we're doing half double crochet. So there we go, half double crochet into each stitch around, and in the corners you'll be doing 2 half double crochets, 2 chains and 2 half double crochets. There we go. And then I know it doesn't say this in the pattern, but sometimes I do skip this stitch here just so that it would avoid getting a wavy border. But also, if you decide to do that, you have to do it everywhere, and you also have to do it on the other side on the back border. Okay, so I'm skipping that one. Nobody's going to notice that we didn't do it, and it might just help with the waviness of the border. But again, here I am doing this quite tightly. I am not giving any waviness any chance. Okay, so just keep on doing little tugs to make sure your stitches are nice and tight. So I'm going to do this in the koala color. Then I am also going to get started on the next color, because that's what I'm like. I like to be rebellious, and I like living dangerously here on the channel. So I tend to start my border, certainly this front border here, in one go. So I just leave a few stitches here, start up with my next color, and then you continue working on your side. Then of course when you get to the chain 2, you make your corner, 2 half double crochets, 2 chains and 2 half double crochets. And if you've skipped those stitches, then skip them here as well. So I'm going straight onto the next stitch there, and I'm doing my half double crochet. And I just keep going until I have caught up with the mucka here. Voila. Then I pull out the loop a little bit like this, and yep, I attach my third colour. Make sure you follow the link in the description box below, which will take you to the pattern with the colour table for the border. So this is what I'm going to do for the front border. Now, please make sure you do come back for the back border, because it is not the same as the front border. Okay, I think I might be doing a rebellious act there as well, but still there is a difference. Okay, so I will see you now when I have completed my 3 rounds. Obviously there is nothing stopping you from doing these one at a time, okay, but you know me. Always wanting to do something different, making it interesting as well. There we go. And of course this way you straight away have an idea of what your border would look like. And I'm liking this very much. It's Peter Rabbit and his little bunny tail and his coat and the fresh air that he gets when he goes out for his little walks. So here we are. I've done the 3 rounds in one go, ready now to start closing the first one. So here, yeah, it's a standing stitch, so that closes up for me. I go under the next V and I do a slip stitch. There we go. That is round number 1. Voila. Now back to the second one here. Oh, no, don't pull that one. This one here. And we just need to complete a few more stitches to make it all the way to where we started this one. Voila. There we go. And then here we are going to do the same thing. So under that V there, and we close the round. Once again, yep, cut off the yarn and pull it through. Voila. And now for the last round, same thing. Finish doing the stitches. We go past where we closed our round earlier. There we go. Into this one here as well. And then of course here we are going past that standing one under the V, and we have finished the round. So there we go. So we have now done in total 4 rounds around our blanket. We've done the first round here with the front post double crochets and then 3 rounds of half double crochets. So I will see you in the next video, where we will be of course creating the back border and where we will be closing up the borders and making all these ends disappear. I hope you are enjoying creating the border for our blanket. It really does bring it all together. If you have any questions or remarks, or you just want to show us your progress, please go to the Facebook group Ophelia Talks Crochet. I would love to see your progress pictures there. In the next video, I will show you exactly what to do for the back border. So keep an eye out for that video, and thank you very much for watching this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.